Okay, everybody, here we are again, back to Lier for session number 23.
Is it really?
It is.
Wow, it's so amazing
really
that
is.
someone...
Yeah.
I lost track at like 20.
I was never
We'll probably finish in another 20 sessions or so.
2019. At which point, two of us have become amazingly wealthy, and by the time you're watching this video, we are now filming Cyberpunk 3 out of our own space.
Don't tease the viewers like that.
By the time you're watching this, we've already sold out.
Yeah. No!
James has stepped down as CEO because he couldn't
left.
stand the fact that we were doing it for money, but the rest of us are multimillionaires. In fact, we just got optioned in Hollywood, and
I bought his shares.
Yeah.
Nick will be flying my helicopter down there this weekend to negotiate with Disney.
I will.
I
don't take a shit for less than $7,500.
Come on, man.
James is playing his guitar on the streets of Seattle, on something called the Ave, but he's loving every moment of it.
I mean, I'm living the dream.
Huh?
We stop by and buy him a sandwich once a week.
Yeah.
For old time's sake.
I can eat.
This is mean. This is mean right here.
It's pretty mean.
This is unnecessary. I'm sorry, James. I love you.
It's fine. That's what people have been telling me since I chose art as a career. I'm used to it by now.
In 2019...
You'll be a millionaire from your D&D obsession.
No.
Dude, yeah.
No.
It's what you're passionate about. Follow it.
All right.
Follow your dreams.
Okay, so last time you guys stepped out into this crazy-looking library,
and a kid ran away.
And the blonde-haired kid went charging off down the bookcases.
Ooh.
So
is he attractive?
Well, he's 10 years old.
Oh, okay. I thought you said he was 12.
Well, I mean, he could be. Like, that's the age
young.
range.
He's young.
I'm 14.
Young boy.
Yeah.
Boy.
No.
Let's not go down that path.
No. Yeah.
Have you not read Romeo and Juliet?
Let's not go down
I
this
have not.
path.
Let's. Yeah.
No. You haven't?
No, I haven't read it. I know the story.
It's all right.
It's a stupid story. All right. Okay.
It's a classic.
So, couple
High school
things.
is not what it used to be.
Couple things you notice right off the bat. The bookcases here the books in them seem to have no sense of categorizing at all. Like, books are crammed into different locations. Some of the shelves aren't even built like normal shelves. They're like built at odd angles and oriented different ways. And the books are crammed in there with papers and various parchments and different scrolls and stuff that you're like, what is this? Some of them don't even seem to be like books. Like, some of them seem to be like these weird little like plastic egg-shaped things, but you don't understand what they are.
Do they have
about
like
the size of your palm?
Do they have like runes all over them or something?
Some of the books have
writing.
Some of the books have markings and writings on their spines and covers, like you'd expect in a normal library. But as for reading them, you can't seem to discern the characters are written in an unknown language. You can't seem to discern.
Are they all the same language?
No, they're various languages.
You don't have comprehend language?
I
do.
Okay.
However, so sometimes we do come across something in a language we know.
No, you never do. You never come across something in a language.
Okay. So looking around from where you are now, you never come across something. So to be clear, none of them are in Draconic, Common, Dragon, Neutrality, or Law.
No, none of them.
Okay. Man, why do you know neutral and law? I should know neutral and law. It's because I'm a wizard.
Yeah.
I'm a cleric of neutrality and law.
Another thing you notice is on the top of the bookshelves, at certain points, are these metal-plated signs that read, to your eyes, Dadriel, they flicker between common symbols and draconic symbols, like the words change, but they say the same thing both times. They also flicker through all the languages you understand, Merek, as if it's magically designed to be accessible by anybody who happens upon this place.
Including Thieves' Cant?
Including, well, no.
And our alignment languages?
The alignment languages, yes.
Okay.
Thieves' Cant is not a language that's possible to interpret in writing. Because Thieves' Cant is like, a code language.
Okay.
But the words read, magical comprehension, strictly forbidden, exercise at your own risk.
Magical comprehension, strictly forbidden?
Close your eyes, Merek.
So here's the thing.
Close your eyes and cover your ears.
Let me put this another way. Comprehension of the works herein by magic is strictly forbidden.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because where the commas are in that sentence make a huge difference about the meaning of it.
Wait, hold on. So what it's saying is that to understand it,
using magic is strictly forbidden.
If you were to use a spell to comprehend any of the books around here, it says you do so at your own risk.
Oh, I understand, because it's magical words, and thus that is mixing magic together, which could possibly mean
they probably just have a spell over the place.
It could be just Hogwarts rules for no cheating. Like,
Possibly.
It's
I know that like comprehend languages actually affects the words that you're looking at.
Yeah.
Really?
It doesn't affect me, it affects the words you're looking at.
It makes them dance around on the page and reshape themselves.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, DCC is so weird.
Interesting.
Like,
if only I had a third eye, I'd be...
It's not comprehend as much as it is.
This is gonna be Familiars Round 2.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the cloak all over again, I can tell.
Yeah, okay, so I don't have the one that letters,
right?
text, and flow into new legible shapes. Mine is text.
Well, it turned out not to actually do it.
Sure.
It does affect the text,
You got
but
it.
it does make it glow.
Yeah.
Which means if I ever find the Mace of Cuthbert, it's all yours.
Good.
Also,
I'll need
I
it.
cannot understand magical words or images. You can use comprehend languages on treasure maps?
Because apparently it doesn't work the way we think it does.
What kind of language is
It's
I'm
okay.
picturing a purely pictorial treasure map.
Okay,
What
like
kind of
Master
treasure
can
map?
understand them, which would otherwise be unintelligible. That's why we're able to see the symbols in the stones.
So that's why it worked on the symbols?
Yeah.
Okay. Because that wasn't a language.
It wasn't a language, but it was an image that lets us understand. So a treasure map would
So-
be something like,
so both
I
the
don't understand what
comprehension
this...
part and the language part of comprehend languages
Are very broadly
aren't
understood.
really true.
Yeah.
That's so
I mean,
silly.
it really depends on how you define language, right? Because language could be a number of things.
So actively translating on the page to your language there's no comprehension. There's just translation.
I mean, but you
Yeah.
comprehend it because it's translated.
But that's because it's in your language.
Either
You're
way,
operating your own language.
Either
after
way,
translating.
it's non.
Oh my god!
It's for understanding
I can't let this
non-magical
go.
text, and
No,
these are this is obviously magical.
It's very clear from even our earlier discussion about how your spell worked that the writers of DCC were not English majors.
This is
they were also
Yes.
not specific on purpose, so the judges could.
Yes.
this is
make their own
translate information. Is,
Yeah.
is what the spell.
decisions. They were
Yeah,
as
I
specific
think
as they needed to be.
See, I don't
things.
I don't think they were purposely
Yeah.
being ambiguous when they were using bad language. I think in some cases, just not telling you how things work is just because they did, and they just use that as excuse for like, we didn't write this clearly, but we're gonna say we
It
did.
was
on
just like,
purpose."
this is a good name for a spell, and what if
Well,
we
I
did
mean,
this?
comprehend
Yeah.
languages
What if we did
is a
this?
classic,
Yeah,
right?
it's
It's just they
also a
want to do it
classic.
in a certain way without removing
bunch
the
of
name
stuff
that
for-
everyone knows and
Yes.
loves. It's like,
Yeah,
Like,
I don't
spiritual
know.
weapon.
I don't know.
yeah, spiritual weapon. Yeah, it's like, you know what that is, but as it's written, it's not exactly what it was.
Yep.
Or flaming hands. It's what it is, but it has different. kind
Yeah,
of
could you
spin.
imagine if Flaming Hands was actually a spell which turned your hands into flaming? Like, it turns out it was never written correctly.
Someone misread an email.
I know that happens so often in like publishing.
What,
It's
really?
like- it's like, oh my gosh, I can't tell you the number of times the whole like Magic the Gathering like the blue card that taps for every one blue for every artifact that you have. The
Tolarian Academy?
Yeah, Tolarian Academy was another one of those things. It's like, it was never supposed to make blue mana. That was just a misunderstanding. It's like, all right.
Yeah, where there's just like...
Yeah, it was supposed to be
Miscommunication.
colorless, and then it went to print on the last day. It's
Oh.
like, what does this email say? It's like, I think it says blue. All right, and they put that in because someone had to sign off on the last day of printing. And they said,
Oh
yeah,
my
it's a blue mana
gosh.
symbol. It was like,
yeah.
and mostly it's because the Psycho is all the colors, so they
Oh,
thought,
yeah.
oh, it's got to be blue because all the others are their
all the other
colors.
ones are-
And
Yeah,
so it's
huh.
like, no, that wasn't actually
Yeah.
what we decided. But
Yeah.
too late.
And you know, it's crazy, 'cause and people will like blame the designers, but they also forget that like it's also a company.
Yep.
And tons of people worked on it. There's going to be at least one mistake.
Yep.
I mean, there's going to be some.
So I think what we should do is walk down the pathway between the shelves that
Yeah.
the little kid ran down, but at the same time continue to look on the shelves to see if there's ever anything that looks familiar or cool.
Mhm.
But you're saying that as we're strolling down, we never see anything in any languages that are familiar.
Specifically, nothing
Yeah,
in your
okay.
language you can
Yeah,
understand.
because I imagine we're not picking up books and looking at them. We're just looking at the spines.
Right. And they're
There
all
should be-
just
there's
random,
words
right?
on the
Yes.
spines.
You get the sense that these books are written in languages that nobody on the mortal plane understands.
My guess is that it
but
was...
this boy was human.
Yeah,
Possibly. He could be in the form of a human. My guess...
Why did you raise your eyebrows at me?
Come
The
on,
form
man.
of the boy is the intersection of
It
duplex to
looks
this plane,
like human.
but
my
to us.
my guess is that whoever library this is actually put a protection spell onto the writing.
My guess is this library is its own
to
like
prevent
mini
you.
plane.
It could be, that's the writing, but my guess is that a protection spell encrypted the writing, to make it undecipherable.
But all the languages are different.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's not.
I mean,
one...
some are the same language.
Right. But there are a variety of different miscellaneous languages, all of which are
It's just a
incomprehensible.
word jumble.
So
That's my guess.
do we notice anything that would cause us to think that these things is there dust?
Yeah, oh yeah, there's dust. And the musty smell is heavy and pervades through the air here. You walk on wooden floorboards.
Okay.
And above you can see that there is a high vaulted wooden ceiling that seems to go on and extend down into the darkness forever.
Okay, so it looks like some of these things have been stuffed here for a long time.
The dimensions of this area don't make geometrical sense.
Sure.
Like they're bigger than they should be.
And we're used to that now.
Yeah.
As the heroes of our story, we've been in so many non-dimensional spaces. There's
I'm used to it.
Wait, Jovan and I have been in the wardrobe, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so...
Yeah, we've all been in the wardrobe.
Okay, yeah, so this
So
is all
we
hat
can
for
tell
us.
that it's like extra dimensional.
Yeah, this is definitely a weird place.
Yeah, it's like, if we ever show up in the TARDIS and he starts the explanation, we're going, no, we've heard it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
it's
get
like,
it.
it's like you just look inside and be like,
Yep,
okay.
yep.
You have one of these as well? And it's
Yeah.
like, well, you're not surprised?
It's like,
You have one as well? It's like, yeah, of course.
it's like, doesn't everybody? I thought every adventuring party had one.
I have a teleporting wardrobe too. It's like, it's got a dimension inside of it. It's nice.
So...
So you continue to walk down these hallways with the books
we're
on either
just
side.
walking down.
Okay.
You said some of them were like eggs, right?
Yeah, like little
I
tiny
don't know
silver
what those are.
eggs.
Silver eggs?
Like little tiny silver eggs about the size of your palm.
Oh. Easily put in one's pocket?
If you wanted to pocket one.
Of course.
Okay.
I'm not.
The word thief is literally on my character sheet.
So you can reach out and pocket one of those things, and you notice as you grab one that it has a small seam that goes around the entire circumference of it.
Nice.
As if it could be...
Oh, you open it up for something.
What?
You gonna open it up?
Not
now.
now.
It's full of
Oh,
chocolate.
All right, I'm gonna wait till we get home.
All right, okay.
How many of these eggs do you grab? There are many of them in a variety of different colors. Some of them come in silver, gold, copper.
Purple. Oh, no. What's that color that nobody has ever seen or actually successful?
Indigo.
Indigo.
Oh, indigo? There aren't any in indigo. It's mostly metallic colors.
How about electric purple?
No, mostly metallic, like copper, gold, silver, like those types of colors.
Platinum.
Okay, there are a couple of those.
Because nobody ever knows what platinum really is supposed to look like.
Yeah. The eggs for those have like waves of metallic in them.
Ooh,
Yeah.
snazzy.
How many of these do you pocket?
One.
Just one? Okay. Swipe one.
Can you hear anything inside it? Like,
Can you rattle?
Yeah, when I
around?
grab it, does it go
screeching or
Nope, there's no alarm that goes off. It seems to be
chittering?
completely silent when you listen to it.
Okay. As long as it doesn't go.
Yeah.
It's like, no, put that one back. It's like,
All right.
it's like,
All right, so yeah, we walked down,
I don't
and
want any of this
we
stuff.
walk in the direction he ran off to. Is it just one single line
for the
of books,
keyboard?
or does it go off and it's like a?
No, so you walk for a while and eventually you reach this crossroads where the bookshelves on either side of you stop and curve and keep being bookshelves and go, and so it like curves into a four-way where you go here, there's entrances over here, an entrance straight ahead of you, bookshelves curve around.
And looking up, is there any sort of directions?
What you mean, like up in the air? No, it's just that high vaulted ceiling as before.
Is Jovan still large?
No, he has lost that.
Okay.
looking back the way we came, does it now look like it's infinitely far in that direction as well?
Precisely.
Is there curvature?
Not that you can tell, because the darkness overshadows it.
Got it. So you have forward, left, and right.
Correct.
There's a lot of dust, correct?
Yeah, there's a ton.
Are we able to determine where the boy ran based off of disruption of dust?
He ran on the top of the bookcases. Perhaps if you
yeah.
climbed up on top of one of those, you could figure
How
it out.
tall are the bookcases?
They're about 20 feet tall.
I'm not going to climb on top of that, but I know someone who can.
I was already there. Like you as soon as you mentioned it, it's like, did you say climb? How
Okay.
high?
Feet.
20 feet.
Give me climb sheer surfaces. This
I
will
love
not be
climbing
hard.
sheer surfaces. This isn't even a sheer surface.
This should even be
they're
a roll.
bookcases.
Yeah.
Yeah, this should be not even a roll.
I just want to check something, that's all.
All right.
Check if he knocks books down.
14.
Okay. You easily scale the surface. You stick your feet into the cubby holes and recesses of the bookcase and crawl your way up. Don't mess with any of the books on the way up. And then you get to the top and clamber, and you can see that this maze of bookshelves just goes on for what you think is miles. And it interweaves in a whole bunch of different like curving, looping back patterns on itself. Far off in the distance, you see this tuft of blonde hair bobbing up and down along one of the top of the bookcases, and he seems to be running off in an easterly direction.
I point towards where he is. He's going that way. Do you guys want to like chase him?
Hey, let's follow him.
All right.
Well, can you see it? Well, I mean,
Okay,
where should we go? What
There's
can you
no
see?
ending. Like
Okay.
apparently,
You can't see a way out of here?
not only can I not see a way out of here, it looks like this is like the surface of a planet. Like they like I feel like if we kept running in one direction, we would end up at where we were.
Have we discovered that
Wow.
the Earth, that the world is round in Lear? What's the current belief?
The current belief
Oh,
is...
that's true. I should verify that we know.
Yeah,
About
I don't want to
Oh,
just say
that-
like, yeah, of course it's a sphere when it could actually be a cube.
Well, I don't see how that matters.
So as far as information goes on geographical like destinations, there's been explorers, but there haven't been enough collected information and people working together enough to get a dignified map of what Lear and the surrounding lands actually look like.
Okay,
There may be individual wizards who know exactly what the geography is.
so that means if we were to
That's
guess,
it on the continent.
the-
if-
yeah.
But the layman probably thinks it's a flat world.
okay, all right,
Oh,
so
weird.
nothing about
Yeah.
curvature.
Yeah.
So what do we think is at the edge of the world?
The edge, and then you just fall off into the sky.
Oh, interesting.
Just
okay.
it's just the classic, Viking idea.
It's what
where
it's what you'd anticipate because
it's
of
the edge
what
of the
you
world.
can perceive.
Yeah.
Okay, so all these weird curvature things we've seen are like not indicative.
Well,
of
we
anything
haven't
to us.
seen any curvature things, have we?
Like, what specifically do you mean?
Well, we
Like the curvature of the horizon as ships go off
plus like the curvature of this room and the curvature of like other like
of this
small
room.
worlds.
Is
There's-
this world curved as he looks off to the edge?
Not that you can tell.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said
Yeah,
they
yeah,
curve
yeah.
back on themselves and.
The bookshelves do.
Bookshelves
like
curve.
they go in like a
Yeah,
curving pattern.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not the not
so
the not
is there
the
an
globe.
inside path then, like where you can't get into them?
Um,
So, like, if there's a set of bookshelves that are like this,
Right,
is there an inside area that you can't get to?
no, they appear to break apart. So it appears to be like a curve of bookshelves, and there's a break, so you could slip in between the different pathways.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah.
I see. All right. So, other things that we've seen that are curvaceous that look like planetoids and stuff like that,
Yeah.
that doesn't give us any indication of like.
No.
Well, you don't really
It's-
have any frame of reference for
Yeah,
that.
the philosophers in the world of Lear, they have no reason to think that it's curved.
I mean, yeah. So
I mean, the only time we got the understanding that it was curved was when
So-
someone did some calculation.
the issue is that the people who have the most information in the world of Oir
It's not us.
it's wizards, and wizards are jealous bastards, and the
Right.
one thing they do is hold and harbor information.
Mhm.
So nobody really learns.
That's true.
Yeah.
And wizards also tend to be experts.
Yes.
So my experts, ironically, is clothing and dimensional travel,
Right.
which is not the curvature of the Earth.
Precisely.
Man,
No,
It
it
really
reminds
sucks
me of
not
Star
getting
Trek:
talked
Deep
about
Space Nine. It's like I'm just a tailor. It's like what are your expertise
yeah.
in? Clothing and interdimensional travel. It's like,
He
wait, what?
he is my favorite character.
Isn't he
I
great?
loved him. Yeah.
I know he
and
is
his
so awesome.
and Bashir's friendship.
Yes. Oh
The
my gosh,
best.
that was so good.
If you think about it, that actually makes a lot of sense. That clothing and interdimensional travel go hand in hand. But
Yeah, it kind of does. The fabric of space and time.
yeah. But anyway,
Yeah.
eh,
So
Oh,
I
that's
say
the
we give
missing
chase.
link. I've got it.
well, hopefully you can get back to your home plane and figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, so we give chase in the direction of the boy. I'll stay on top of the shelves
Yeah,
and continue
yeah,
to
let's
give
do it.
direction to those who are running around in the.
Mhm.
Unless at some point, like the maze makes it so they can't proceed in that direction.
Okay.
Like if they hit a wall or
Right,
like
and
a
they need to
set
climb
of
up.
shelves, yeah.
So you start running along the top. You guys follow behind, clunking along, and
Mm-hmm.
as you're running, following Dadriel's instructions, you can see that the kid eventually runs along the top of the bookshelves, and he gets to a point where there seems to be like this hole in the middle of all the bookshelves, like this hole in the floor,
Ooh.
and it descends downward. And looking from where you are, you can kind of see that there's bookshelves all around the cylinder that is the hole
Gotcha.
that goes down. And he seems to like swing over the edge of the hole and climb down something to get down here. You
Okay, that
assume
makes
a ladder.
perfect sense. So, is there any
Good.
point during this chase thing where we can go, "Hey, oi, we're friendly. Hey, stop
If
running
you call
away."
out at all, he does not respond and keeps running.
Okay. Because we want to
Do
announce
you
that
call
we're...
out?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
We're not the evil enemy.
Okay.
We're followers of Netro. We have
Hey,
courtesy.
where are we?
So every time you make a loud noise, the air around you seems to shudder
Oh,
violently.
it does go shh. This is
As if it doesn't like the fact that you're making a lot of noise.
Uh,
Yeah. So you see him jump down the hole. And,
So we rush over to the hole and we stand around it to see if it's a ladder down
Right.
into like another infinite abyss.
So on your way down to the hole, you're running on top of one of the bookcases.
He is directing us.
Yes.
down.
Yes.
Understand? Yeah. As you're moving towards it, and you see the kid swing down on it, you're a ways back a little
Oh,
ways.
it says close up.
Yeah. But you guys are on one side of these bookshelves, and Daedriel can see on both sides. And on the other side of the bookshelf, you see these two other guys,
Oh.
and they seem to be wearing like this. They seem to be wearing like this cloth armor that's like wrapped around them tightly, and it's like black cloth that's tied all around them, and they have gold chains that bind it together.
Oh, okay, so
And-
they're not like mummies.
No, they're not like
Okay.
mummies. But they're like whispering to each other in this language you can't understand, and then one of them takes a book off the shelf, and you're like running by. Do you want to like stop or like?
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems
It's
reasonable.
like other dudes.
Okay, cool.
And hey, there's some guys over here.
And then we
Oi!
stop.
So as you say that, making another noise, and the air like shudders, they turn around and they whip around
Well,
at
no,
you.
this time they're right there, so I'm not gonna be
Oh, okay.
super loud.
You
It's
did
not
like
yelling.
that. Okay. Yes.
Oi.
So they turn around and they go, huh, and they like seem startled that somebody else is here, and they like look at you suspiciously, and then say like something like I'm not like they say something in a language you can't understand, and they start backing away a bit from you.
I go. I don't understand.
Oh, hold on. Pause. I know comprehend languages. I can do it for another person. I just want to know the range.
It can't be more than 20 feet, is it?
Well, I mean, it depends, right? Nope, I am under mending.
Does comprehend language work for spoken languages?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
You
Well,
just don't
if you
fucking-
get it high enough.
Okay.
Well, before he even gets to that, I'm like seeing if these guys also know comprehend languages and can perceive that I'm just a kid who's non-threatening. Maybe they would want to talk to me. It's like the universal gesture.
So you do that, and they're like they look
oh.
back and forth to each other, and they back away as they're like holding the book they're hanging on to, and they look at you and they just run in the opposite direction, like they're about to
They're afraid.
Yeah, like they're afraid of you, like they're afraid that they've been discovered, and they start like slowly making their way off. Do you want to cast comprehend?
I can try it, but I realize the only way I can let Dodgereel speak it as well
Mm-hmm.
is if I roll a 28 or 29.
So it seems like the universal look of confusion and inquisitiveness has not made these people feel more confident that I am not the guardian of the library.
Exactly. Yeah, they seem to be worried about just the fact that they've been noticed.
Apparently, tons of people sneak into this library to steal
Yeah,
information all the
exactly.
time, none of whom are actually supposed to be here.
Yeah. Well.
Is that similar to the look of the first boy where he was like, "Uh-oh, I've been discovered."
Everyone here is not supposed to be here.
Yeah, it could be
Yeah.
similar. Yeah.
Although the boy actually knew to run into the tunnels, so maybe he's like at least.
I don't know.
Been here
Alright,
before?
Well, let's just
Let's go to the tunnel.
All right.
Look,
So you guys are just gonna move on.
can I
Yes.
can I try and contact my god while we're moving, or do I have to stop and pray to do that?
You can try to pray as you're running.
I'll try and pray as I'm running.
Okay. Give me a spell check. Roll.
So just add my spell check.
Yeah.
My current one is 6, so that makes this 22.
Ooh.
So you feel like you can reach Netro, but it's very faint. Spells will be cast at a step lower die.
Ooh.
Oh, it did D16.
D16.
D16, yeah.
That's interesting.
So you're
That's
Alright,
interesting
I'm
how-
still very comforted that I can contact
you're
you.
out of network, but you're roaming.
That's,
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm roaming.
Like,
That's interesting they're able to do it from this
I'm net
plane,
roaming.
but not the other plane, which suggests maybe something to do with how planes are configured or distance to your deity.
That's an interesting conclusion.
As your deity could be a location in
I mentioned
in
this
the-
to you guys, and Merek
Yeah,
goes on to
in
give
my
a theory.
in my theorizing the planes, how it might have to do with maybe how the plane is configured or distance to your deity.
So you see these two guys with like the gold chains and the wrappings run off, and they get to like the end of the bookcase that they're about to go to. They're about to turn a corner, and then suddenly you just see them stop still where they're standing, and you're like running back, looking over your shoulder, and then suddenly one of them goes, and gets like thrown up into the air amazingly, and the book he's holding gets ripped out of his hands, and then he's just unceremoniously just torn apart, just torn into pieces, just. But it's like entirely silent except for the ripping of flesh, and the other one like screams and turns and runs off a direction, and then you hear this faint like of air.
Like it follows him.
Yeah.
Ah.
So, couple questions. When he screams,
Yeah.
does that?
I assume that sealed his fate. Right?
Yeah, yeah,
He
like
shouldn't
that.
scream in the
Like
library.
you guys were probably too far away to feel like the intensity, but yeah, it definitely upset
So
something.
don't take books. Don't scream.
So I'm a little bothered
So,
by the
Following
whole
the
ink
rules
situation.
of the library.
Perhaps, yes.
We need to find the front desk and get a library card.
That's
then we
true.
can check out books.
Let's also stop running because I'm positive there's no running in the library.
Okay.
However, I'm not going to exactly put back the ink until I start feeling a wind coming to tear me apart.
You're gonna wait for the shushing motion
Yes.
from the thing
Yes.
before doing stuff.
Because usually when you get near the end, the librarian's going, "Hey, are you going to borrow that ink?" And it's like there's always a warning. Plus, I'm a kid, so there's probably a deference to little kids not knowing what they're doing.
When
wrong.
we go to the exit, like
You're hoping that the librarian is just an old,
Matronly-
matronly spirit,
yeah,
not like a young rule person. who's just
I'm
like-
hoping it's not like that
Mage.
kid who's only working there for the summer and like just hates everybody.
and he also likes power trips. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Yeah,
I want her to be an old lady who remembers her grandson back home, and it's like, oh,
Looks like
Gabrielle.
somebody's got some overdue fees.
Yeah, it's like